Well, a very good morning from Bristol. A few months ago, I took a FlixBus from London back here to Bristol when I was comparing it against Megabus. Video link right here, and I'll leave another link to it in the description too. Today I'm back in Bristol to go on FlixBus again. This time it's an electric powered vehicle. It's one of the first of its kind in the UK, and it's on trial for about 3 months from FlixBus, only on the route between Newport and London. So I believe the route does go Newport, Bristol, then off into London once a day. Again, like I said, a trial for 3 months. I thought I'd better pop down here and let's see what all this is about. Is this really going to be the future of coach travel in the UK, or is it just a little experiment? Well, let's see what it's going to be like. Let's see how this goes. So as you can see, as I arrived at the stop, the coach was already sat there waiting for me. This was about 20 minutes before departure. There were quite a few passengers at the stop already, however they were waiting for a FlixBus service to Cardiff, which was currently being delayed. Our driver was making a few phone calls just to check on how long the other coach was going to be. So I took the opportunity to have a look at our coach down the side. As you can see, it's got a very distinctive livery with the electric plug on it, and a slightly darker green than the regular FlixBus, which I think looks pretty good actually. It was soon time to board, so I presented my e-ticket to the driver and hopped on board. The interior of the vehicle was very impressive. I do like this nice wood effect flooring. I soon found myself a seat down near the middle of the coach. I wanted to sit near the middle doors anyway. I did like the red and black leather design on the seats, and each pair of seats did come with twin USBs. The seat padding was fairly hard, but it was okay. Air vents and reading light was provided overhead, however the reading light wasn't on this journey, probably because daytime running and the driver didn't turn the switch on. Legroom was okay, with me being 6'2", it wasn't the best. Unfortunately, no lap tables, and the seat back recline didn't work on this seat, so I moved to the seat behind me, but the recline on that one was really good. So for this journey I paid £3.99, that's £2.99 plus the £1 booking fee. I didn't opt to pay for seat select or labour free on this journey. Now when I checked online just before we left, the app said that almost all the seats were full, as you can see. However, I somehow think this is a marketing ploy from Flix, as you will see later on. That's unless everyone was buying neighbour free. So the driver did come round to check that everyone was wearing a seatbelt, which is a legal requirement in the UK. We did, however, leave 5 minutes late. However, that didn't prove to be a problem, as we were at our next stop at Bristol UWE early anyway. Now as the coach departed, it felt very strange as you can't hear any noise from the engine with this being electric. Now I've never driven an electric vehicle myself, and even when I was back driving buses they were all diesel powered. However, this felt very smooth and really comfortable. FlixBus departs just outside the Hampton Hotel on Bond Street North. We quietly make our way out of Bristol onto the M32 and to our only intermediate stop at Bristol UWE. The coach only had about 25 to 30 people on after our next stop, and then it was straight to London. So the driver did give a safety announcement down the microphone, however the audio quality on his microphone was absolutely terrible, so I could barely hear a thing he was saying. Now let's take a look at our route for today. So we're just heading out of Bristol north on the M32, where we're going to join the M4, and then we're going to head eastbound all the way to London, and then drop into London Victoria Coach Station at 11:30 AM, giving us a journey time of exactly 3 hours. Now there is Wi-Fi provided on the coach, however it is limited to 150 megabytes per day, which is okay if you want to send messages, but if you're going to be streaming off your devices then it's not the best. As you can see, I have my tablet propped up on the handle here, which wasn't the most stable, but it was okay on the motorway. USB chargers were working fine. As you can see, I was charging my phone here, and I also charged a few other devices on the journey too. now it's time for my dreaded toilet review. Okay, so the toilets were located at the rear of the coach. There are no rear row seats here at all, which is very unusual. Overall, the toilet was very clean, however it was quite cramped, as you can see me unable to stand up fully. The sink, water, soap and dryer was all working fine, and there's a little bin there. Toilet paper provided, and the toilet itself was very clean. What do you think of electric coaches in the UK? I know this is only a trial, but we'll see if this is being rolled out across the FlixBus fleet eventually. And other providers like Megabus and National Express, will they take this up? Well, we'll have to see in the future. Have you travelled on this service or any other electric service? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you are liking this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and I can bring you more content. So for now, I'm just going to relax and we'll speak again once we're in London. So once into London, we made our first stop at London Hammersmith, where a few passengers got off here.
Thank you very much for the FlixBus. Have a nice rest of the day.
Even while navigating through the streets of London, the coach still felt very quiet and smooth. So it's time to review what I thought of the service. So for a comfort, I'm giving it a 4. The seats were slightly hard, but apart from that, they were fine. Cleanliness, 5 stars. The coach was incredibly clean throughout, well done. Toilet, 4 stars. They were very clean, however, they were quite cramped, so I'm going to have to knock you a star off for that, sorry. Driver, 5 stars. Polite, courteous and very professional. Well done to you, sir. And punctual? Well, we actually arrived at London Victoria at 11:22, 8 minutes earlier than schedule, so I'll forgive you for departing Bristol 5 minutes late. Well done. After I hop off the coach, I quickly walk round to the front of the coach station and then film the coach as it's departing, just so you can hear what it sounds like from the outside. As you can hear, not a lot, very quiet indeed. So that was FlixBus electric service, done and dusted. So what do I think of it? I thought it was very good actually. I would definitely use it again. It is currently only used on one service a day, the 8:30 out of Bristol and the 2:30 from London back towards Bristol and Newport. I believe in that time it does actually go to a depot in Battersea where it gets recharged of electric. So it's interesting to see how much electric it would have for one journey. But overall I was impressed. It definitely is a lot cleaner and a lot more tidier than previous FlixBus I have been on. But will electric coach travel be a thing of the future in Britain? We'll have to wait and see.